looking for ways to today in this reading segment we will be looking for ways how we can move ahead and feel empowered by reading this portion from the book tips for happy living. Okay, so it says that obstacles, difficulties, hiccups in any task that we undertake generally cause people to lose confidence, become impatient, dejected, depressed, or frustrated. Enthusiasm gets dampened when expectations are not fulfilled. Such negative feelings prevent us from putting forth further efforts. Such feelings themselves become obstacles to success. One man said, in the beginning itself, I had a feeling that things would not work out. Then I followed your positive thinking philosophy. It worked. Now I am positive that things will not work. It is these subjective feelings that become major problems. So, definitely, whenever we are facing any challenge in a situation, it becomes all the more reason for us to take another step ahead. It becomes another obstacle to move forward. Also, someone said a problem is that which you start seeing when you lose sight of your goal. When you lose your focus and get distracted from the goal, even small obstacles look big and get us down. The great never allow external difficulties to get them down. They accept that when you drive during office hours, there will be traffic. There is no need to complain or get angry. Even when obstacles knock them down, they immediately bounce back and move ahead with renewed enthusiasm and fortitude, never losing their confidence and poise. Obstacles then become their stepping stones to success. So, this is how you look at it. Some people, when faced challenges, they find it hard to take another step, and it becomes one more reason in their list that it is not possible. For some people, if the obstacle is there, they take it as a stepping stone. Step on that and move forward with more effort and enthusiasm. Obstacles then become their stepping stones. A scientist failed in his experiment several times, undejected, and said, I have discovered 20 ways of how not to do this experiment. This is how positive approach is. Exactly in the same manner, Albert Einstein, this is a very popular example which people give, that he failed 1,000 times before he invented that one light bulb. So his reply was also the same, that now I know 1,000 ways in which I don't have to do it. So this is how you look at it. The perspective changes the way of your execution of the plan. So with the 21st way, I will find out how to do it right. That was the reply of the scientist. So there is a very beautiful phrase which says, try, and you succeed. A king lost a battle and fled from his kingdom. He was living in a cave in the forest. There he saw a spider trying to climb a thin thread, but failing at each attempt. The spider did not give up, but tried again and again till it succeeded. Inspired by this spider, the king gathered his forces and attacked his enemy again and again till he succeeded. Some some resort to shortcuts or unrighteous ways when their initial efforts fail to give results. A gang had a motto: try again and again. If you don't succeed, try a gun. This does not work. A man was drinking heavily at a bar. A monk approached him and asked why he was looking so miserable. Seeing the compassion in the monk's face, the man told him that he had lost everything in business and that he is now drowning with his sorrows with alcohol. The monk said, if drinking will solve the problem, I will pay for your drinks and help you out. This shook the man and he sat up to listen. Then the monk continued and he said, Have you really lost everything? You lost the money, but not the mind that made it. That is still with you. Don't destroy that with drinks. That became the turning point in the man's life. He went on to become a great businessman. So these are small examples to show us that how we can turn the difficult situations into our turning points in life. Maybe, as we say, God cannot be everywhere, so He sent His men in forms of the other, in forms of people you meet them, in forms of opportunity, or maybe in form of a situation. So there might be a way to show you that how you can still move ahead. This is not end of the life of or end of your tunnel. So it's very important that you build your self confidence and have patience when you are traveling on a journey, because that is required. People think that one who does not believe in God is an atheist, but I say that one who does not believe in himself is an atheist. It is strange that people ask how to regain confidence and patience after losing them. They are not interested in learning how to retain them in the first place. Once you lose them, it is more difficult to regain them. Confidence expresses as I can, I too can, despite everything I can. Determination is I must, and patience is I will. Despite everything I will, such positive thoughts strengthen us and motivate us to march ahead. So basically, again, confidence and patience, they are not taught, you experience them. You handle situations and you become confident. So you feel that one fine day I'll wake up and step on the stage and address the audience. That will not be possible. You have to gather the strength with all small, no, or I should say, in small ways in your daily practice that will lead you to that result. So confidence is built. It is never developed, or it's not even something which is inborn. It comes with practice. It comes with more of uh, continuous consistency, your particular discipline for that. Many problems, but one solution. Varied problems come to us unasked. The most important thing is how to look at them. The solution to all worldly problems should be from a spiritual standpoint. Again, look at it, it is the perspective. So you can say that this is the end of the world, or you can also take it as a turning point or stepping stone, that this is my last chance and I'll prove it. The way you look at it, your mind starts working in that direction. It's difficult to look in the other way when you are already distorted and lost in your mind. But that's the right way of doing it. Problems are of various types, factual or objective, it is relational, attitude based, or so on. Illness, troublesome, daughter in law, alcoholic husband, unemployment, inflation, political unrest, or natural disasters are objective problematic situations. Some may have subjective overtones like past experience, narrow vision, stereotype thinking, likes and dislikes, and miscommunication could cause relational or attitudinal problems. Now, lateral thinking, common sense, hard work, right information, open mind, sensitivity, love, and so on could help resolve objective and subjective problems to a great extent. However, the first step is to look at the problem as a situation, to remain calm and poised enough to think rightly and act accordingly. So, this is the first step. You face a situation, you face a problem, but if you are disturbed completely, your mind is not in the state to help you out to come out of it. So, you have to calm down or wait till the mind is controlled, because whatever step you take further in that disturbed situation will not lead you to any positive result. So, in the beginning, you have to just pause till the time you are stable. For example, how should one view a chronic disease? Let's take this as an example to understand the situation. To what cannot be cured has to be endured. Should I hate the disease? complain, or curse. It could be my overindulgence that has caused the disease, or it could be the sins of my previous birth that resulted in the disease. This could be a good chance to exhaust a bad karma. Now you look at it from the angle that you have got a chance that you can overcome this challenge and learn and be a better person. That's why we say you become the better version of yourself, because when you overcome any challenge, you definitely grow. But in that growth, if you learn what you had to learn and you move ahead, that's a permanent growth, because that's taking you upward. But if you just move ahead without any learning, then you will go back to the same situation to learn that. It's very, very important to understand that way. So I'll repeat this line. This could be a good chance to exhaust my bad karma, to develop endurance and sympathy for the pain of others, understand who truly loves, and think deeply about life. So there's a small portion I'll read and end it. In spite of working hard and earning well, a man was unable to make ends meet. He should ask, am I spending judiciously? Am I buying things which I do not need with money? I do not have to impress people I do not like. After all, what is the goal of life? Will getting all I desire make me happy? Insults pull us down and praises can go to our head. So, how should we view praise, or how should we view when we are appreciated? Most of us react to situations rather than respond. Now, this R factor in your equation of E plus R is equal to O is very important. E is the event, R is respond or react, and O is the outcome. Now, outcome will depend on your R, that is, whether you react or respond. Event will be, it's a stimulus, it's a situation which will come to you. You have no control on that. So get puffed up for, or feel dejected or retaliate would be a reaction. We must see praise as good heartedness and generosity of one who praises. We should thank the one who helps us for pointing out our imperfections. Thus, the spiritual standpoint alone gives us amicable and lasting solution. So basically, when you look at a thing from a positive angle, it will only give you chance to grow further. So on that note, I end reading segment. Next, we will be reading about how knowing and doing will make a difference, and uh, equality, well-being, all those portions will be covered in the coming portion of reading. So over to you, Snehal, for the next segment.
Good morning, everyone. So now we are moving to our guided meditation, and as we are reading that whenever there are any events or situations, how there are different angles to it, and it's our choice to choose what perspective. So somewhere we need to, there would be many thoughts coming in, but it is our choice, like what we choose. So based on this, we will be doing our meditation today. So start sitting in comfortable position with your eyes closed and spine straight. Start taking deep breaths in and out. Just relax yourself in this moment and take a deep breath in. Pause for a moment and slowly exhale. And now bring your awareness to your thoughts. You are here to just control them, not to control them, but just to observe. Now, imagine your thoughts as clouds passing in the sky. Some may be heavy, some may be light, but you are the sky, vast, open, untouched. And now, gently bring to awareness any limiting belief, a thought that has holding you back. Without judgment, just notice it. And now, imagine holding that belief in your hand and placing it into a flowing river. Watch it drift away slowly and effortlessly. Feel the lightness as it leaves and say to yourself, I release what no longer serves me. My mind is free, open, expansive. I choose empowering thoughts. And now, visualize your mind as a clear blue sky, calm, peaceful, and limitless. And stay in this space for a few breaths. And now, with this sense of freedom, try to come back to the present moment. Slowly wiggle your toes and fingers, rub your palms, keep it on your eyes and face, and slowly open your eyes. Now, as we work on these things to, release what thoughts which are not helping us, we are in a way empowering ourselves with our strong beliefs, which will take us to limitless possibilities. And then we'll move on to our next segment.
Yes. So today we are going to write affirmation, and I again think that it is going to help us to strengthen our belief by using this uh, interesting tool and focus more on possibilities in the best, in the way it helps us to grow further. So I'll be sharing my screen over here. You can get ready with your journals. You are free to write affirmation on the same reading points we have just shared, that how our perspective will help us to build what we want to see in future. Obstacles will come, there will be multiple things which will stop us. Now, whether it becomes a reason for us to stop our journey or it becomes a reason for us to progress and take a new step further, how we look at it will change the way we will see the result in our coming days. So here I am sharing my affirmations. To start with, as always, we start level wise so that it helps me to grow and see where do I stand. So in the beginning, if I want to write something connected with the situation we are talking about, it's mainly like how I look at it, how I perceive the situation, the challenge which comes to me, how I'm actually observing it as an outsider. So when I see every challenge as an opportunity to grow, I have a different way of looking at it. Instead of feeling that I'm defeated, instead of feeling that it's not worthy enough. So I see every challenge as an opportunity to grow stronger. So now this is giving me the strength that the challenge has come, but it is an opportunity for me to grow my stamina, to build my stamina. So, challenge is not taken as a setback, it is taken as an opportunity, a stepping stone. You're working on it, moving ahead, and then seeing a better version with every challenge you cross. So, your perspective here will make a lot of difference. So, this is I see every challenge. Now, when you start observing your challenge as an opportunity, definitely I learn something valuable from every obstacle, because when you are observing it as a positive viewer, you will learn from it. You will not feel defeated. So I learn something valuable, again, something which is important from every obstacle I face. So whichever obstacle or challenge or situation um, you face, you are learning something from there. After that, first you observe it or you see it as a situation or as a challenge, as an opportunity. Then you move ahead and you learn from it. The next step is that you grow. I am capable of handling whatever comes my way. You are sure that when you are learning, you are capable of managing it. It is within you. The power and the capacity is within you. So I learn, no, not sorry, learn. I am capable of handling whatever comes my way. So this gives you confidence that whatever comes, I am in the position to handle. I am not stuck with this situation. I am able to handle myself. So that's how you look at it. Next is when you learn from whatever is coming your way or you are capable of handling it, it builds your trust. So I trust my ability to overcome tough situations. So you're trusting yourself, which is again very important because this is only lost in the beginning. No, this is what we are struggling to fight. So I trust my ability to overcome tough situations, challenges, whatever you would like to just write there according to your choice. And in the end, as I always say, it is always your choice. You make your choice. Now, you make your choice to look at it as an obstacle. You are free to do that. But then your response will, or your outcome will be different. But you look at it as an opportunity to grow. Your way of looking at it will differ. So, how you look at it will make all the difference. So, I choose to respond with courage instead of react. You remember that R factor which I mentioned? This R factor is very important in your outcome. Outcome will all depend on that R factor. So I choose to respond with courage than react. The moment you react, you lose your battle. But the moment you take a pause, just control yourself and you figure out the situation with courage to just respond, that will help you to grow further. So these are few affirmations step by step from how you look at it to what you are learning, and you are showing trust in yourself to progress. That will help you to grow as an individual. Now these statements are not just words, they are definitely those powerful mantras which will help you to overcome that challenge. Now realize wherever you are standing, you identify your position, and accordingly you start saying it aloud, or maybe reminding yourself more, and move to next level and less, and then reach to the point where you are not reacting. The day you will reach there and you see that you are not reacting and you are responding, that will be your victory, because then it will become natural to you. That will become a part of your personality. When you face all the challenges, move ahead step by step and start trusting your ability, you will see that you have reached to that level where you will find yourself in a best possible way. So, on that note, we end today's session. I'll be sharing the same list of affirmations in the group as well. You can add on from your side, you can repeat the ones which are given. Freedom is all yours. But only intention is that you turn your obstacles into your stepping stone and definitely see yourself in the best possible way, or the best version of yourself in the days to come. So we meet tomorrow again with more insight. Thank you so much.